Hey, 5. Let's talk about Roamie. Roamie.dev. Keep building AI to. Okay, let me check the audio here. Please. I was stuff going to. I was create a deck for, but it's not. I like the. I think I need to write some code to explain more about what's here loop is, how that concept gonna be more used in the future. Yeah, me in the loop, human in the loop is what gonna become normal. What should a human in the loop platform facing flow management? The loop, it's what. By the way, what is it? The annotation why that from infinity. Yeah, big difference for me. For me, I think the big difference is I want to use my laptop, my machine, my stuff, not either in cloud that go also depends 100% internet, and I have a superpower notebook. If I take something close to that in the cloud, and that's like a rent. Stop paying the rent, and I lost everything. For me, it's perfect because of that. I have your computer, not other computer. Um. Okay, today I was in the gym, of course, working out and working the project. I begin in the morning, talk with the cloud to create a better keyboard for the project. Then in the dinner I finish. Now I need to. I could test the VPN IP uh, for Android to be able to always work in this port because I was lazy. Type the port and terminal was not perfect to do that. I tried to use the default port, but to configure the default port, you need to connect the device and run ADB. Also, let me know if you guys need to talk in português. Travado ali, não. To run TCP/IP 555. Starting TCP. I can see here my phone here screen. I also installed something called Handy. For some reason it's not working. Yeah, so here in my phone you can see asking for the connections. And here we have Roamie. Now I have multiple connections, right? I have like Branch.dev. The new feature I had here, it's startup commands. I had that in the past, but now you're using. That's the SSH keys. That's the command. That is a shortcut for Tmux. I'm using Tmux to sync terminals. Here C1 in the Tmux. That's C1 too. If I connect it here, connect the VPN first, because I was in 4G. And when you change the connection, like connect the Wi-Fi or change the modem 4G, 5G, you need to reconnect in. That's some bug. Firebase. I noticed that Firebase, for some reason, very giving a lot of time out. Yeah, so like that again. Yeah, I know we need to fix some bugs here, but generally it's well. Today yesterday I connect the VPN, open some terminals, then I get out house. Just need to and everything works. Very nice. Type the command here. Voila. Loading. See that's gonna be opening. But so perfect. Load. I was thinking I need to check what guard does that. But if the VPN, if the all the flow data connection going through my server, if they do end to end point, if they go through, try to load all the page. Let's try run again the project. That's I'm using dev, right? So that one. So the handy, uh, they should be able to talk. Right for I don't know for some reason it works sometimes. So keyboard I need to get better. For example, my system cuts that now properly. So see they close finish, but they in the clipboard. Little buggy. A cool project, but I like the project because right in Tauri, they have mood platforms called Deb. Maybe I need to do something different. Maybe they have some It's not my project. So it's built. Let's try. I'm very surprised that Android now has that kind. Probably it's using a Android debugger line to connect device and allow me controlling both screen. Very cool. I remember in the past we could create like a monkey keeping typing the screen already in the past, but the real device I don't remember. Let's connect with the dev. Ooh, it's, it's yeah. Wow, wow. You know how I did that? Vibe coding. I took a print screen from Termius. Termius have some here. You go to name fingerprint. That's something Termius needs, like fingerprints every time. Our application we don't need that, but we can like activate or deactivate. Think cool. Also, I we don't have zooming. I add zooming now in the that version. Check here. So you see the terminals in SSG are like perfect. They have a lot of kind of problems. And something in the future I want to do, it's like a connected CSS to have some possibilities, but have a different view controlling directly cloud code. So that's a more generic you can do for Gemini, Cursor CLI, and any other stuff you use. Like a handy way to connect, have both connected and see. But in the future, I want to like have maybe plugins. Then people can plug the plugins with the own implementation face interface cloud code, for example. And I'll see all that's clear. Yeah, I think my internet here is today the these see even in the terminals they have here. So yeah, that keyboard here I took some, and that keyboard is very cool because it's custom keyboard, and also you can use it like that. Yeah, so the keyboard is that, and you can see here I have microphone, but they don't work, don't have support. I don't know why. That's I don't know. So I need to use that one. Go voice. Using Gboard is not native board. Then I install SwiftKey. It's okay, but I have voice working very well. Then I have the Google Voice here. That works okay too, but for something like that, you need an AI that understands your voice inside a context, because you're gonna talk about IP ports, you're gonna talk about framework names and debug and the other stuff. And normally that kind of voice system not understand that word, like pipe encoding, debug, ports, port 555 or IP 100.10.3.5, etc., or some protocol like schema, HTTP or FTP. Yeah, you see, voice system trying Portuguese, like Portuguese, a word like fiber, so it's not working. That's very nice to identify voice, but very nice. Let's try English here, but I don't think it's gonna be. Every time I forgot, like, yeah, that's a buggy we have in terminals. I don't know why, but I need to go back, go again. By the way, you see that where I copy the view, this view is because I need to polish. You can zoom in here with this. Yeah, go voice again. So now let's try again with some keyword like HTTP, FTP, port 555 or IP 100.10.10.8. I think it's not 5 anyway. But let's see if they can understand like framework or the next yes. Yeah, much better, right? Yeah, 80. Yeah. 55. 5 minutes, but let's see. Framework. Next.js. Next day, yes. Yeah, so words like that. So we have two approach that in the future talk about voice forever. One approach it's like take that one and pass AI with the context words. Like can take your product, I can generate automatically something inside your project like to the words or be simple. Maybe read cloud image already done. You're working with cloud, and then they can take all that stuff. They can take all that stuff and put the right words here. Normally, if you send something like that for AI, they're gonna understand. Most of the time, I send something like that very wrong. By the way, because that's something. Let's go back for the me. Have too much. Funny video. Okay, let's see. We have Zoom. Okay, I don't think we have Zoom. Yeah. Cloud said to me that using the native keyboard plus that one gonna be much bigger, but it's similar for but by the way that's it. We have a lot of keys. I don't need them. Okay, let's take another. Go inside bugs. Yeah, that are more. That one was. Oh, he's sending comments. Eh, okay. What do we want? To test the. Okay, that works. Just get some. Sorry. No, that's C3. It's the Roamie app. So choose the names. Oh, my internet is dead. That's the problem. Copy some. Maybe I'm using the internet. Ooh. Yeah, maybe I'm using the. Ah, but then I lost it. Okay, again, they get inside and type in stuff, weird stuff. I could do Wi-Fi. Very slow. I know my internet is slow too. The oh, nice! Finally, they when they connect, because of the resize of the screen is all in the device. Then if I click, they get a focus. Then they. Oh, I think the client running, but I forgot the set up the dynamo. Dynamo, it's important to log it with a service time to time. So status. Sudo. I think we are already connected. Bring it down. Paste. Maybe up. All public keys. Stay safe to showing. If the zoom. Oh, nice. Crashing every time. That also happens in terminal. Yeah, I think my internet is. But we can go like TL here. A. Go like if maybe. We need to go deattach. Yeah. Detach, get out without closing. Okay, let me try. Okay, let's go cloud then. Right. Okay. So they only implemented to win, double tap to go back to, then they're gonna load everything. Let's try connect with C3 here. Something you need to do here, like duplicate it, then go see yes. So they also do the loading text. I wonder if we can avoid fix that. I don't think so. Very annoying. Yeah, I'm happy to see that because it means not a bug or application. Yeah, it's not. Can close that here. Let's clear. For example, Go here. Oh, sorry again. Go duplicate. Go, let's go site. My website. Here we have it. Now if we connect, type site. Now let's try test tab. Let's open site. Site. Go tab. Okay, tab. That type in. I type in the go tab. Let's reach shift tab. Here, if you go shift tab, now it's changing delta. Amen. Oh, so it's not working. So something is going to check how much token. That was to finish. That's feeling. They implemented. They had a lot of combos, F keys. I don't think we need F key. You don't need F key. Either symbols. The tab and shift tab combo plus up arrow tab row code. To be honest, I just use shift tab up up Ask, ask, and control. Uh, tested, tested. Uh, so about the zoom, they put a reset button in the app bar. Saw that? Oh, here. So I can a little impression. That keyboard makes stuff. Yeah. I simplify the key. We're gonna investigate the site. I think the best way to clear it's a new one. They have a. They don't have a. When I click the button, they go back. They go back in. But better they go back. Going out. Okay, so I opened. Yeah, something cool that terminals allow you to do is you configure keys. So you can like configure the volume keys like up and down for all that stuff. You can scroll up, scroll down, go to next step. Uh, you can define your own way to flow. Right? You can go ask, and also you can go zoom. Yeah, increase font size, decrease font size. He called font size. Uh, Maybe it's better than zoom. Maybe they figured out that it's better than try zoom because they use text colors. Maybe Hermes was increase font size doing. And let's go. Let's see if they can understand better that one. Yeah, so the application it's working nice, but login, VPN, sessions, approving device with QR codes. The biometric it's not working anymore because that's experimental stuff, but work. It's more dangerous, more designed carefully, work well. Not a priority to. Is here. So what the Roamie does that's fantastic is when you create the keys, you need to take the public key, copy the public key, and put inside your computer to allow you to do the SSH, right? That's one step you need to do to allow. The second step is you need to expose your computer to internet to be able to find your computer to connect. So that's the second step. And I saw the connection using like in the first time in Grok to like reverse proxy works tunnel allow my computer to be exposed to the internet. Then I connect and like copy the public key. If I like delete or exclude that, I lost access. But with Roamie, because you have a client that like just call Roamie in your computer, it's gonna be here status if you want. Don't want, you don't need it because they're gonna configure for you some stuff. They're gonna configure, for example, the VPN. Also, you're gonna put the key. So you have like a command called sync. Yeah, I think it that way. Yeah, you see, they sync the SSH. You go for Firestore, they take your public key because I have only public there. I think we have a private too, but it's cryptographed. Only you can decipher with the password. So you need to create a password. You cannot forget that password because that's cover your case. But if you forgot, you just need to generate a new one and you are gonna be fine. Not something critical, right? And yeah, so that's keep the keys in sync. So if you delete a new key or create a new key, if five 5 minutes, they're gonna check and see if you need to do. You need to. I'm trying to remember where is the folder. That folder. Gonna have config here. They're gonna are you gonna expose? Probably gonna expose some. Let's go tail anyone. Tail and uh, I think the best way to do that. What's the problem? Okay, add, remove. It's not a problem, right? Can add, remove. Yeah. Sudo. Just forgot. Trying to do. I think I was trying to show the configuration. Okay, let me try it. Then let me try open that file in the cursor. But in the terminal, I'm sure they're gonna forever. The warp terminal, I cannot go with it. Can I use the yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna try show you. I remember there's something cool about warp. Warp have some configuration. Hide. privacy, secret action. Have a dot, have a dot. Okay, let's. Yeah, I was sharing my face too. Leaking, but I just leak. Anyways, let's go to cloud here. I want to create a regex rejects merge the token. Create a good regex. Ah, they always start with that. They have a dot. If that's the pattern, okay, never mind. Anyways, I'm gonna copy. Hide some using GDEV. Uh, yes, can go delete. Ooh, hide again. Run the command with deal. I take more time not sharing stuff that should not be sharing. Then let's do the same. Can I do the same for fresh token? I don't know. Ah, you're right. Thoughts. Nice. Okay, yeah, but then I expose my private key. um, why? Why I do that? I'm gonna need to recreate stuff. Problem. Yeah. So in the Roamie, the desktop or local in your machine, your laptop or something, you have that Roamie. They have the configuration to do because should be not allow any program to read that. That's why you need to run Roamie as sudo. Also, the second motive do you run sudo Roamie as sudo, it's they figure the WireGuard automatically for you. But you have an alternative to work with Roamie without sudo for people that don't want to run sudo. But then you need to run two commands. But they're gonna works. And your private keys are gonna be exposing your name. That sometimes it's not a problem. Most of the time it's not a problem. Like GitHub CLI works like that. Anyways, so that's the public key, and that public key is for the WatchGuard VPN. So if you go to our server, my server, you're gonna see here. Here, you're gonna see the address, and that's also configured automatically by another program server. So I have the Roamie server here. It's, yeah, I think it's admin sync peers. Yeah. So I have like admin sync peers I can run. They can find orphan peers and check in the database. So for example, if you go to mobile here, go to device, and I go here in where's my delete button? I had a delete button. I lost my delete button. What? Oh, I think I'm wrong version. I think I need the merge version. Yeah. I think I did something here. Hit and push. And now merge it. Okay, let's see. Terminal write sequence display text on screen. Do not send to the send. Fix that keyboard too complex. Nice intro with 6 essential stuff. Use I think not 6. I can be able to scroll. Zoom implementation, less efficient, change font size direct light terminals faster. Fix, fix here. Okay. So, like I said, we have a server here, and people can have your own server and configure all that stuff. So they can use my server. So something I want to test today before finish the live is connect a different account. And how am I gonna do that? I disconnect that one here. Never tried to connect. Try this. I want to keep the 2V. Um, I don't think VPN works the emulator. Don't have a choice. Choice I don't have. Gonna sign in. I don't know if that it's because I never create changing accounts. So stuff can break, can disappear. I can even log in correctly maybe because that was built for one. Ooh. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Works. Now the question is, they create a new VPN IP? Now's the time. Not B10 100. Need to be 101 something. Oh, all right. Oh, because the device name is the same. Makes sense. Sense. Because I'm assuming that people that has that one device gonna belong to one specific VPN, not Two VPN. Hmm. Assumption is wrong. Okay, but it's connected. Device should show nothing. Yeah, because the database not allow one device being multiple VPNs. It already belongs for another account. Yeah, so if people like, if I delete everything here, connect a second account, they're gonna works. What's the better way to? Hey, mock some device in database. Even I mock a new device in the, or better, can let AI think. So I have a problem. Uh, if a user change account in their device, the new account with new VPN range and new VPN for that account. But 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 that's it's happening, probably because device database allow have same device count and in the footer maybe base have same behavior. Check to me that's quotes. Nice. So let's open here server. We have the database. I'm using their, that's my deploy script. Do everything, each very they even check ports up dangerous files server service out in the here. Yeah, so I think I put all inside the settings. I don't remember her. I think it's device repair. Have device with ID public. That's the you're using applications of ID device and VPN, not allowing. Gonna figure out that after the training. Here he's fixing. Internet's dead again. Oh, my internet is dead. I think I'm gonna finish the live because the internet is very bad. But yeah, let's see. Thinking. Oh, here I add the X. They have here. I create that. Boy, it just click here. Oh no, almost close. IP, I don't think it's. Normally, I want to copy IPs. Paste topic. Okay. So, what exactly happens when the user switches account in their device? Use the history to stay with their. It's reuse. Reuse. Device register, but keep it the same. Okay, let's go to the file store. That really. They really connect. So have authentic. Have the two ID. We don't. We have passport password encryption. I should not expose insult. Need to delete that. It's not exposing something, but I can open door for brute force. Not something. But the AI today be a problem. Maybe. No, that's not. Yeah. So I have the hosts here. A lot of hosts that I created. Host, it's like you can see good app or the comment, all the information. What's the key for the private key? to have the private key cipher, be able to see the private key. That's important, very important. Then it means I cannot access your. That's the public key, and only you can decrypt that. But I save here because you can not lost that. But you can also disable key. I can't gonna do that. I don't want to enable sync for default. For now, I'm gonna keep enable because maybe let what's now let me talk. Okay, the sync is working very nice. So succeeds. Both accounts end up on the same subnet instead separate owns. Yeah, I think it's more accurate. Are you testing with the Go Select clients, Roamie, or is there separate? Uh, uh, testing, but switching accounts, does the user run again? Was there a different account switching? Oh, it's true. I cannot test that because I need to run another client. No, I don't need to. Oh yeah, wait. No. I'm gonna need run when I did the login. They figure out that I don't have device, I don't have VPN, I don't have nothing. They gonna figure out. Oh, you need to run. Okay. When switching accounts, does the user run again, or is there a different account switching mechanism? Run login with a new account email. There is an account switch feature in the app. No. User manually leads logs. Yeah, okay, let's see. I think he is missing. I can be can see the planning. Let's back here for the fixing. Right? I'm out for we can cancel. Oh, continue. Okay. Oh, the time to finish the line. Uh, I think something about approaching the limit. I was very close to that today because the usage. Oh, work it. Yes, I use 100%. Yeah, that's the Pro Max. Of course, I'm using Pro Max to build backend, desktop, Flutter app that's gonna for Android, iOS. Like it's a whole team. They're gonna reset in 30 minutes. I'm gonna let that tomorrow finish. They to be honest, that one is finished, right? They try just committing, and I click commit, right? Remember how to do that? That's dev, right? That is man. Man's commit. So here we can do first commit. Here have the two branches, no? And oh, he did the commit. Report the content issues that can be fixed automatically. Don't wait. Who find out? Cursor find? Right. So the main in terms of rendering. Here. Look at that. Add username supporting the light fusion. Here, I put the delete, but here, I don't have the delete. Now, already that. Why is showing main? Already use, yeah. So I need to do that by, like that. Uh, so more easy to type. Search merge band dev, yeah. Conflicts. How gonna solve conflict? Mm, font size. Let me use it low, right? Gesture. Screw. No, vibe cool. Dead. Yeah, I think it's just need to accept. Why? Why he's trying to here? Just need to understand how Flutter works. During the changes, they have a gesture. like scale up stuff with double. They have the other options is the computer, the old terminal, column call connecting. That's the two asset, the efficient. Nice. Survive. How how Flutter works? Nobody knows. The class. Let's look at the getter. That's its class observable, and then function that return another terminal that can be new, or they create a new one. That's a kind of here he tried to do again. So that's the problem. Need the terminal again. Now max line was something new they added. Maybe I want max lines. Max line. The lines that the scroll back buffer can hold. The buffer exceeds this size, the lines on the top of the perfect to stop the right. Hmm. So what's the widget host backlines? Some something configurable? Yes, this. Yeah, they create something here. I here go in edit. They have they should be having here. But they created here. I think they was creating to creating to where that 10,000. Much, right? Too much. 1,000. 1,000 maybe. Maybe 2,000 should be more than it. He said that they 4,000. I'm in club dev, right? That one it's okay. So that's the full model. That's the database. Hive, like a database in framework. Here is find the finding the all that configuration should be there for me. I want Okay, let's find terrible. Imagining typing that man. I need to change the database. Imagining typing. Let's just save the database in the files. Dot. Why two dots? Be able to break. Yeah, that's my problem. It's easy to solve, but I'm normally I'm a person that, but that's gonna not. That's why they removed it. It was like because I don't know how the variable here works. Here he's like I know I can use late. In late allowing that works, but the other time I use late, I use got a problem. So I think the best approach is that one. Questions where did we get came? Oh, eight. Seconds. So for eight, uh, here. I think I remember now. Android we had something like that. We have a widget. The widget you something else. That case is the widget here. They have the hosts. Understand how they know what host have a multiple. Ah, that's just the object. So who create the terminal screen form? Yeah, Flutter is cool. Nightmare. Model root simple. So that should be do the merge. How much time I took to do the merge? And AI probably gonna took like less. But is how to maintain here to create. Ideally, should be have that configurable, like to be able to change. But I don't want to do that many. Then I need to see where that's used, how to it's why AI don't use constant changing stuff? Code easily, define code and app. Eating code as a junior. You're not a junior. Like like junior. Yeah, here this we have the screen again, the same pattern. Widget, and here you create a state. Then inside the state you call state. They're gonna return the state. No, it's not. It's something that extends consumer identity. Here we have a global key, the text adding controllers, have controllers, value. So footer Dart, it's Dart, right? Dart link. Like they have the pattern for reactive pattern. That's why they call notifier. Open here, you're gonna see something like subscribe. Yeah, notify list. Why it means you subscribed. No, where is you have a list. That's the source code of. Yeah, we got it. We understand. You know how they add it. And they have the variables, they do have the init. That's override to there, like a construct. Then they initialize. They don't have new. They create with the text. Otherwise, here I can create the lines. Type command, they have join. Wait, oh again, goodness. Have dispose, like the screen need to be closed. They need to, otherwise they're gonna free and happen. They have the build, where they build the widget. Widget is basically the component. Widgets are the central class here. It's the immutable. Widgets can create it, imagine it, find it. Widgets themselves have no state or final. Widget uses state, which associate state devices stateless. Stateless don't have state. Full state. State changeable don't have state. State it's immutable. Easy, right? Like if it can be included in the which create a state object, it create states, and everything. So here, why they can have create state? Because if that's stateless, how to find? Let's pretend we know they have state import. Uh, if I need to like I need to open Android Studio, right? So they build. They have final here, and we have reference I because they are active. But they have a provider. Provider also notifier for state. The providers the listen others providers and not they return is not fire here. Receive the two, load the keys, all the servers, and put the state. I think it's internally. It's what's the type? Yeah. Oh, you define here. Oh, state notifier provider. That's gonna be fire T extends state notifier T and T. So you need to create a state notifier with the T, the state, then return proper. Here we don't see SSG, T, T. This is because that's inside the class here. State notifier with it. This is state. So everything you get here. Then the notifier we have generate keys, delete, and that's gonna be returned by the provider, and then the provider here is use not use that provider looks very close to complex provider, the same. Okay, they have a server link provider. That's the provider here to the services function. Then the key provider that's where here we watch first. Then they're gonna return and they're gonna change automatically. Every time the key inside the database changes, they're gonna change here and they're gonna trigger who is using the variable keys forced to be case the mapping. Then you just need to use the service or the provider, the servers to change the database. everything beautiful. Have 8 minutes. Yeah, I back to work. But for dignity, gonna say solve that type. Right? Yeah, back to work without my formatting. I saved break the apt here. Can I or can I regenerate? Nice. Dev now it's oh internet is it. Okay, let's merge then dev to me easily. Easily sync. We can rebuild or just refresh. We now have the needs. Voice enable. How to write what? What a read out. How to action. Run again. Run again. Run again. I think that one is the old. That's the old. Probably hanging. For 3 minutes. Eternity. Minutes. Yeah. Fire with the okay. 3 minutes. Have the login. See if the nice device registration failed. Now access device found. It is orphaned. Very good. Very good sign. You can see the error. VPN device registration failed and now existing device found. It may indicate an orphaned IP allocation in the backend. Please report it. Normally, I just copy and let AI discover. Here we can clear here, here, here. We can ask any mode. Yeah, for people using one one mail login, don't have a problem. Maybe I should like clean everything out. Not in this. I keep taking time out. Okay, so cloud stopped working. I'm done to problem. I think I know what it is. But I could log out, log in with the ZAI. I'm paying ZAI already. But I like the advanced. I'm gonna fix what cloud it's having. Let's gonna go inside my here. Otherwise, people can access. Way to do that. They're gonna go Outs. Then we're gonna remove the device from server. Failed because they don't find the device in it. Active and get clean. Oh, then here check the yeah. So they have a problem there, but we can. It's funny. It is very funny. I have a command to delete. Okay, the name of the device is if I have AI, just not try FB. Nice. Nice found. Want to delete device? Yes. You remove clients. On the client, you need to go clean. Clean, clean, out, clean. Don't have it. Very good. Okay. Go back. Work. And gonna finish. That's problems with sub. So people connect. Don't have problem with it. I don't know if I'm gonna change the website. Download from the website. We're gonna chip the APK and put for because more easy to test because I don't have I did install for example Sentry. Did you configure Sentry? The I heard also they have JAD file. Oh, what's it? Ask for cloud figure. Right. That's the live today. Probably no, I think being for sure it's every right. I hope have my friend Saturday here to build the iPhone version because I didn't test. I don't know if VPN is gonna work in know if the cryptographic gonna work. And yeah, I think only the VPN is not. That still works in the. I think the alternative is gonna be with a channel and I don't. I'm gonna. Yeah, thank you for watching. Like